Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this money-making Thursday. Big Dogs Morning Show, man. We got some college hoops, we got some NBA, we got some NHL, and we got plenty of money-making opportunities. I got the franchise player with me here today. Last day, people sending us trade requests as the trade deadline is here. Still, not accepting no offers for Chris. I did receive an offer for Brad yesterday. It was kind of appetizing, you know what I mean? But ultimately, we still got a couple hours left on the trade deadline, but I think I'm right down as well.
Keep talking. I can be disgruntled.
Yeah, I'm saying I think I'm gonna turn it down as well, man. Brad here to stay as well. I think Pick Dogs is gonna keep the roster the same. We like the chemistry right now, currently. Heading into the second part of the season. Looking for another championship. We can't be beat. We did lose a major piece of the team, man. We did, but still got an all-star lineup, man, and looking to win another championship per usual, man. Brad, what's happening? Chris, what's happening? How y'all doing today?
Start us off, guys.
Yeah, doing all right. We decided I personally had to do some deals in the midnight hour. I haven't slept because of the deadline. We traded Costi for a bag of pucks.
I forgot about that trade because it's for cash considerations and
but there's a problem, Costi with his shoulder, he might fail his physical because apparently he can't do a push-up. So that trade might not go through. Yeah. We may be forced to take a bag of Doritos for Costi at this point. And even then, I think we might be overpaying. So
yeah. That's one of them last minute trades that might not go through. So keep an eye out, man.
There's been requests for us to include Pathy, and the amount that we'll have to take on in salary is astronomical. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Draft picks.
Yeah, I don't know if we can financially recover from losing all that capital.
That's a good one. Man. The deadline is here, man. The deadline is here. Brad, what's happening?
Yeah, man, doing good. Coming off a tough day yesterday, not going to lie. I'm always going to be real with you guys, hands up accountability, but new day to bounce back. Got a loaded slate. Not the best games, I would say, but I still think there's a lot of opportunity to make some money. And yeah, speaking of the trade deadline, I mean, yesterday, a lot of big moves were made in the NBA. I'm interested to see how they play out. Jay Briggs, don't sleep on the Raptors, man. Getting BI, they're going to enter that good team category soon.
Hey, you might be on to something, Brad. You might be on to something. Except for last night, they didn't cash for me. They didn't be mad last night because they was in that game and then they weren't. But we'll see with them Raptors getting BI, man. If they can get off the top of the bad team category and try to sneak their way into the mid category. I don't know if I'm put them in the good category, but they might be.
They got to get to the mid category first.
Yeah, they might be in the mid category. Work their way up that ladder first, and then we'll see.
I feel bad for Don Connect, though. Got sent to Charlotte. He was rookie, Lakers. Was looking like maybe a next guy in the future. And then he just sent his ass away.
I saw on Twitter somebody said too many white guys, man.
Yeah. You can't have two guys like Luka.
Luka, Nick, Austin Reeves is too much.
To be honest, I'm worried that the Raptors aren't going to be able to sign Brandon Ingram. I'm worried that it was just like a one-off trade, just salary cap take on just for the season, and Brandon Ingram might walk. He's in the final year of his deal.
So I was talking with my friends yesterday. What makes it so disgusting about what the Mavs did with Luka Doncic is like essentially we traded what is most coveted here in Dallas. I don't think it's crazy to just say that a lot of people would say that the championship that holds some of the most weight in the NBA history is that 2011 Dirk championship. and one that a lot of people, kind of pass by and brush off the most is that Toronto championship. It happened. And I feel like, we just traded away that Dirk championship for possibly a Toronto championship, and nobody cares about the Toronto championship like that. I mean, I care because I'm a real basketball NBA fan, but I'm not going to care if the Mavs win the championship. Bro. I'm not. And they're not going to do it anyway, so we don't even have to worry about it. But, yeah, sorry, Chris. I know.
Hey, you know what? We got one. That's all I.
Y'all did get one. But would it not have felt better had it been Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan other than Kawhi Leonard?
No, because just like you were saying, we wouldn't have got there. Just like you're saying with the Mavs now, we wouldn't have got there.
Oh no, y'all just ran into LeBron with them boys. Like,
no, but you know what? It never felt like we were going to get over the hump with DeMar. As much as I love DeMar, and trust me, I love DeMar DeRozan because I watched him grow up here. The fact of the matter was that you could see the difference and sort of that work ethic that Kawhi brought with him. I understand load management, and I understand that he was on the bench for half of his time here, just sort of nursing himself to get to the playoffs. But he brought something with him, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like some aura or something with him to where he lifted everybody up and everybody else became better just because they were in his presence. I don't know. It's weird, but I don't think that
when y'all were y'all I forget, but I don't really know. Were y'all upset when y'all traded DeMar, or were y'all like, cool, we getting Kawhi at the time?
I think it was both. I think it was that we didn't want it was a shock that we gave up DeMar, but we're like, okay, we got an MVP. We just traded for an MVP in Kawhi. We were more upset when he didn't resign. Because we did everything. And it was like, you know what? He said he had a good time here. He said he enjoyed it. Maybe he sees what this franchise could be if he stays. But ultimately, he wanted to go home. And there was nothing that we could have done after that. And I think Toronto fans were just upset that, kind of like what happened with the Shohei Ohtani nonsense last year, where it was just like, we thought we had a chance until we didn't. And all this reporting was that they are a strong front runner to pick them up. And then they both go to LA. So I think, to answer your question, I think it was a shock that we traded DeMar. Because realistically, from what I remember, that trade kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it was just like, it wasn't like it was worked up for weeks, that they were shopping Kawhi and, that they were,
That's what I'm asking, because to me, that's what, like, in recent memory, that's the closest one to kind of what Dallas just did. Like, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a fair comparison.
Kind of.
That's a fair comparison.
Kind of.
Kind of. It's still not to the magnitude.
No,
but
not even close. No. I think the DeRozan and Lowry,
but
that
I get
itself out.
That
I
has
get what you're saying.
Course, yes, we knew that was going to happen, bro. We just was in the fucking finals, bro.
I think it's way different.
Like, we was just there, bro. Sickening. Did y'all see the Luka yesterday at practice? Look fit as hell.
Yeah.
Conditioning my ass, bro. You can't pull the wool over my eyes, bro. Just tell me what it is. Just tell me what it is and what it ain't.
It's
bro.
not conditioning.
Yeah, just stop lying, bro. Just tell me you didn't like him, bro. It's you on an ego trip, bro. Just say it, bro. Just say it. Just come out and say it, please. But it is what it was. Be what it be. I thought it was just a comparison. I just wanted to ask Roof how the city felt when they traded DeMar. They did get a chip. I don't think Dallas get no chip though. I don't think they gonna.
Nah. If you, I think you guys talked about it last show, but if you made a move for Kevin Durant somehow, I think that would be kind of cool. It would kind of make it up a little bit to the city, but I don't know.
Got a couple hours to see if they pull it off. Kevin Durant vetoed his trade yesterday to the Warriors. That it was done. It was done, and Kevin Durant said, "Fuck no,
I'm not going there." Yeah.
So then they went and got Jimmy.
How you feel about that?
I don't know. I haven't really had a chance because I haven't really had a chance to assess all the teams in the trades yet. I'm waiting till they all happen and then do it all at one time rather than ooh, you know what I mean? So after today, when the deadline passes, like heading into tomorrow, I'm really gonna sit down and look at it all and how things shape out. But just like from like off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know how I like it, honestly, because it's like, how much of an upgrade is Jimmy over Andrew Wiggins in real time? In
Zero.
real time.
Wiggins is soft.
Wiggins do a lot of dirty work that people, you know what I mean? As a game watcher, Wiggins do a lot of that dirty work. So it's like Jimmy does it too, but it's like how much is really that gap between right now, this current Jimmy and this current Andrew Wiggins. So we'll see. We'll see. I still don't have them as like a top 4 team in the West, nothing like that. So
no. I think they need a little bit more firepower though. After losing Clay, offense was kind of lethargic. I think putting in Jimmy, I think it makes it better. Not by a lot, but I think it makes them a bit better.
Yeah. What you think about the Fox Wimbies?
Oh, yeah, I mean, this way, did they won last night, right? Or
won last night?
Yeah, they won by it was a close game. I saw some highlights. I think that team's going to be good. I think they're a team you do not want to play in the playoffs in the West. They're probably going to be a mid to lower seed, and just with the X factor of Wemby, now you add De'Aaron Fox, team could be dangerous. They got some young pieces around there as well.
Care about Kuzma to
not at all.
To the Bucks.
I feel bad for Chris Middleton. That's really it, man.
Right.
You know, he got that call. He was like, "Fuck."
They sent him over there to die.
Yeah. You get sent to Washington, they don't care about you.
Yeah, that's Exile Island going over.
Sent him over there to die. Poor Middleton. At least he getting a bag just to do whatever. Now he get to come down, average 25, 30.
He got a ring, so it's like, all right, let's just coast off the end of the career.
Yeah, man.
Take some shots.
Man. Put up some shots. Break sweat. Get in, get out.
You know what I saw? Our boy Chet returns tomorrow.
He does. Interesting.
But those lines are going to be insane for the Thunder.
Uh-oh. Just in.
Oh shit. I'm gonna veto that trade, man. We can't do that to Roof.
That's my no trade. That's nah.
No, I just noticed it was Ron.
No. No. Not in my house.
We got the Shams report.
Oh, I'm fucking crying, bro. That shit is hilarious. Damn, Roof.
No, that's okay. That meant to say that they actually took on Ron.
Good gun to your head. Does Durant get moved today? I feel like once you start talking about it, you gotta pull the trigger, right? On the trade.
No. I'm gonna say no, bro.
Yeah.
Who
the He's back.
Bro. My physical's fine. I'm in peak condition right now. I don't know what for. I'm in preparation, but like I'm fine. I'm down 30 pounds, dude. I'm lean, mean. I'm in Vegas crawl shape.
Man. NHL boys. Let's do it. Senators Lightning. Golden Knights Devils. Capitals Flyers. Utah Hockey Club Blue Jackets. Hurricanes in the Wild. AKA the Smudges. Panthers. And the St. Louis Blues. Home dog. Okay. Colorado Avalanche on the road versus the Flames. I feel like the Avalanche been on the road for like 2 months. God damn. The Maple Leafs and the Kraken and the Canucks and the Sharks. I guess they haven't been on the road that long. They were just at home 2 games ago, but
No Ducks today.
man, no Ducks today, man. Shout out to Ducks though, man. Shout out to Ducks. Shout out Chris Ruffalo, man. Not getting traded. Trade fell through, man. So you're back. Still a franchise player. What you got for us, man? We're gonna act like it didn't happen.
Trade is never a thing. It's fake news. Fake news. They were never gonna meet my Supermax extension. Wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Columbus here. I know in the wraparound video the last couple of days, people have been like, "Oh, do you know how banged up the Columbus Blue Jackets are? Do you know what has 2 thumbs and doesn't care?" This guy. If the Columbus Blue Jackets keep finding ways to win games at home, that's all I care about. The Utah Hockey Club, yeah, cool. You know, they're back out on the road where they played their better hockey. The fact of the matter is, this team still has offensive issues. They've scored 3 goals or less in 6 straight games. Columbus, some of their goaltending has been able to stand on its head and be able to hold down the fort. They're going to have a homestand coming out of this 2-week break. So I think Columbus can pick up a win here. We're getting some plus money when they're at home. They've been one of the best home teams in the NHL this season. So I'll take Columbus in the plus money. And give me the Panthers in regulation. Right now it's minus 170. If you want to lay minus 170, you can. But think about St. Louis. They've scored 2 goals or less in 6 straight, 7 of 8 and 8 of 10. I just trust Florida's offense and bounce back spot more here than I do trusting St. Louis for their offense to actually wake up, or even for their defense to hold it down if they only score 2 goals again. So give me Florida on the money line or on the regulation line.
Chris loves the Blue Jackets.
I'm telling you, man, let me find the number, because it's some insane number that Columbus has had, but because of lines like these. Let's see. Columbus this season at home has made you the most money by like a wide margin. So the second most profitable team in the NHL at home is LA. You bet $100 on each of their home games, you're up $766. Columbus, if you bet $100 on the Blue Jackets on all their home games, you're up over $1,200.
Not bad. For this slot, or we're doing the whole slot, right? Whole slate. Gotcha. Okay. Give me the Senators on the money line. It's rarely I'll fade the Lightning at home, but I like the value you could get here. We saw these teams just play on Tuesday. Lightning won that one by just 1 goal. It's hard to beat a team back-to-back, and the Sens are just in better form right now, in my opinion. Before that loss on Tuesday, they're on a 5-game winning streak. The offense has been rolling, so I'll take a shot getting this plus money with the Senators.
Fair enough. For me, only thing that I'm liking is fading Ruffalo's ass and fading the Blue Jackets. I'm on the Arizona Coyotes. Can I get a one time for the one time, man? Shout out to Hockey Club.
I'll tell you what you can get.
What?
Go on. I'll come back with you. I need about a second here to.
We're not getting ran over. We don't care about your roadkill, man. We getting a dub today. Shout out the Hockey Club. Shout out, aka the Arizona Coyotes, man. I also like a plus money shot with the St. Louis Blues, man. I know it's the Florida Panthers. I know they just lost on the road to the Caps, but bounce back game at home, that also happens to be a revenge game, man. I'm on the St. Louis Blues. Y'all know I love attacking plus money with the Blues at the crib. I think they got a legitimate chance to beat the Panthers today. Panthers kind of limping right now. And last one, I'll lean towards the Maple Leafs, aka the Maple Frogs. The Kraken are just ass. Sorry, they're terrible. This is the style game where the Maple Leafs usually fall flat on your face and you be mad at them. Like, bro, why the fuck did I bet the Maple Leafs? But in that same breath, I think they handle business today. They are head and shoulders the better team. Give me the Maple Leafs laying points. Chris?
See what happens when Jay doesn't have the Ducks to bet on. He just starts talking nonsense. The Utah Hockey Club, I get because they're your boys, but St. Louis Blues?
The Blues today, man.
Plus the Blues too.
Yeah. Give me a little.
Where are the Ducks when you need them, man?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Where the Ducks?
Shit.
My boys back, man. They play
Tomorrow, I think.
Nah, I don't even play tomorrow.
Oh, you know what? I think they have the back-to-back. I think they have Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Well, you're about to get arrested, Ducks team.
Yeah. They got the Kings on Saturday. Okay. In LA. Shout out to the Ducks, man. All right, fellas. Where you want to go? College hoops?
Yep.
Let's do it. NJIT over Maine. Or Maine's 12.5-point favorites in that one. Albany versus Bryant. NCAAM versus Charleston. UMass Lowell versus Binghamton. UNC Wilmington versus Delaware. Towson versus Stony Brook. Turpin out on the road versus the Ohio State. Temple versus South Florida. Long Island versus Mo and Franz Wagner. Lemoyne versus STFU. The Lake Show. Mercyhurst out on the road facing Chicago State. Ooh, that line. Do Mercyhurst lose to Chicago State today? Oh my God, that's crazy. UMBC versus New Hampshire. Youngstown State versus Oakland. Tesla's, aka Elon Musk versus Campbell. Hampton versus Monmouth. William and Mary versus Drexel. Northeastern versus Hofstra. Jacksonville versus Stetson. East Kentucky versus Florida Gulf Coast. Canisius versus Quinnipiac. Niagara Falls versus Merrimack. Marist versus Fairfield. Ryder versus Sharp, aka Sacred Heart. Iona versus Mount St. Mary's. St. Peter's versus Siena. Middle Tennessee State versus Jackson State. Western Carolina versus Kennesaw State. Sam Houston versus FIU. I guess is where we will stop.
Yeah, for this slot, I'll start with the first game of the day, Charleston versus North Carolina A&T. I'm laying the big number with Charleston. Exactly 1 week ago, I laid a big number with Charleston against Stony Brook. They didn't cover. I'm going right back to it. North Carolina A&T is terrible. We saw this team lose to Stony Brook just a couple games ago by 15. I didn't know Stony Brook. I didn't know if it was possible for Stony Brook to get a win like that in conference play. I just think that shows you how bad this North Carolina A&T team is. Charleston at home, coming off a loss. This is a 20-plus point win here. So give me Charleston there. And then I'm going to take a shot with Elon. Just take them on the money line here. You can keep the 1.5. This is the best Elon team we've seen in quite a while for this program. I like this team a lot. Don't get me wrong. We've seen them struggle against some of the better teams in this conference, but against some of the weaker opponents, Elon has looked pretty good. And they beat this Campbell team just back on January 13th. The game wasn't close. They won it with ease. I think they could get the job done here again. I feel like this Elon team has been undervalued all season long, and if you've been betting on them, you've been cashing in. So I'm gonna ride with the train here. Give me Elon. And then best believe fade Chicago State. You're gonna give me basically even odds fading Chicago State. I can't help it.
I'm shark chasing today. Give me Chicago State.
You're crazy.
I know I am.
The line is scary though.
Yeah, the line tell me everything I need to know. Tell me everything I need to know. Give me a Chicago State trash ass. It'd be like that sometimes, man. It'd be like that. Does the Ohio State get a dub today over Maryland? I think they do. Bounce back game at home for Ohio State. Maryland, they've won 4 straight. Now they dogs on the road. You're not catching me. Unranked home opponent, favored over the ranked road opponent who's playing well. Give me Maryland. Give me Ohio State over Maryland. Revenge game as well because Maryland aired their ass out earlier this season at 83-59. So, bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a revenge game. The Ohio State Day. Gotta play it. That's it for me in this first slot. I'm not in love with today's college hoops. Chris. Franchise roof low. So are we looking at do we not got to discuss an extension with you since you're staying here now? We got to discuss that?
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to at some point.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later on. My requests are simple.
They were saying we don't know about a supermax. We were hoping you could take a team friendly deal.
Define team friendly.
You know what I mean? We'll lock you up for a while.
Look, I as much as I love you guys, I know my worth. There will be no hometown discount.
We need a little hometown discount, man. We're trying to win the championship. We'll lock you up for a while. We'll give you the guaranteed years, but we might got to look at that number. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Again, we'll have to talk. We
might
talk about a deferred contract. Maybe, maybe some deferrals. But I might take a little bit of some, take a bit of a referral to help the team now. But I'm getting paid down the road. I know my worth. Especially today, I know my worth. Can he stop? Like seriously.
Breaking news.
Dude puts the sham in shams. Like it's ridiculous.
A 2-year $43.
$43. I said 43 million. And how am I going to have a 30-team no trade clause when I play for one of the 30 teams? See, it's shit like this that makes me wonder if there is even a real sham. Like all these are parody accounts. Some bullshit.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyways,
that's NBA Centel. That's not Central.
Yeah, no.
Okay. The deal's still on the table. We'll disclose the deal when it happens.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We have some details that have to be ironed out. Anyways,
what you like in this slot, man?
Give me Ryder. I hardly knew her. I'm gonna take the Bronx here plus the 5. They're playing some great basketball right now, and for me, the MAC with 2 A's is one of those conferences where any game that you put out for the most part could be a game that ends up being decided by 3 points or less. It's just one of the one of the conferences that I think has the most parity throughout. Ryder's a decent team. They're coming off of a frustrating loss to Merrimack. I think they lost at the buzzer in that game. But they've still covered 3 straight, 6 of their last 7. Sacred Heart's a decent team at home, but Ryder battle tested on the road, and I think Ryder can at least keep it close. So I'm gonna take Ryder plus the 5. I'm gonna get on Bryant here. I'm just gonna keep riding it until the wheels fall off. This Bryant team is good, especially conference play. Albany, I think that Albany's a decent team that, maybe now the line's moved up to 12. I don't love it as much, but I still lean towards Bryant. I liked it a lot better when it was at 9.5, 10. But for me, Bryant's still the class of the American East this season. It used to be Vermont, and maybe it still can be. But for me, Bryant right now is the best team in that conference. So give me Bryant laying the 12 there. And we just went up through 7 Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Want to do one more here. Give me Merrimack laying the 8 at home. Again, I know I just talked about how close the MAC can be, but Niagara's not the same cover team that they were on the road last season. Merrimack is legit. This defense is rock solid. They may have to be searching for a new coach after this season. I think. What?
Okay.
Come on. I had this whole thing going. I just lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
I like Merrimack a lot, so I'll take Merrimack laying the 8.
Shout out to Shay Sean Barkley. Man. We survived the Giants. Now the Eagles got Shay Sean Barkley. Lord have mercy.
ELGLES.
Man. That's all you got in that slide up for college hoops?
Yeah, that's all.
Either one of y'all rocking with the Ohio State today?
I lean that way.
Yeah.
Ranked team against unranked team. Unranked team favored at home. It's a system play, but Maryland's been looking pretty damn good lately, so probably gonna stay away.
Maryland on the road under Kevin Willard has been god awful. So
yeah, Ohio State's probably the play though.
But every time I back Ohio State, they poop the bed. So
I wish I could call Costi and ask him his opinion on, his Homer opinion, but
on what? Maryland?
Yeah, but
he wouldn't tell you.
Nah. Now he probably won't that he's on the block. He know he on the block. He would probably trade him. So So.
Oh no. Yeah, no, we did. No, we traded him. Yeah.
It ain't gone through yet. It ain't official yet. You know what I mean? It's just been reported. It ain't gone through yet. So
it's gone through. It's just pending a physical, but I think the physical is going to be the holdup here.
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We had to create some room to sign you to your new contract, man. So.
Oh, I know all the pieces you let go. Some people ain't gonna be happy. It ain't gonna be Christmas for some people.
Yeah, you sure about that?
Oh God,
man. Fairleigh Dickinson versus Central Connecticut. Montana State versus North Arizona. The actual Montana versus North Colorado. Bellarmine versus North Florida. UT Arlington versus the Valley, man, of Utah. We got St. Thomas versus the Jackrabbits. Shout out to Jackrabbits, man. South Dakota State. North Dakota State versus Kansas City. North Dakota versus the Peyton Mannings, a.k.a. Omaha. We got West Illinois versus Tennessee State. We got Louisiana Tech versus Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death, or a.k.a. Liberty. But see, they got their jingle stolen by the New York Liberty. Shout out them girls, man. Championship. Man, Roof, the WNBA Jam Session, man. I miss it.
I know. Hey, I all know all about my jingle getting stolen. Heineken took my freaking wraparound.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else did too. I don't know who it was, but someone else did.
For real.
Oh yeah. They want it on the wraparound. I gotta sue them for royalties.
We got SIU versus Tennessee Tech. We got Little Rock versus Southern Indiana. Lindenwood versus UT Martin. We have Gardner-Webb versus UNC Cashville. We got Portland State versus Idaho, a.k.a. Idaho. We got Sacramento State versus Eastern Washington. LMU versus the Zags of Gonzaga. St. Mary's versus San Francisco. We got the Eggs versus Abilene Christian. South Dakota versus Denver. Santa Barbara versus Bakersfield. UC Riverside versus UC San Diego. Fullerton versus CFU Northridge. The Rainbows of Hawaii, man, versus Cal Poly. UC Mike Davis versus What Up Beaches. Shout out Long Beach State, man. We got San Diego versus Pacific. Santa Clara versus Portland, Charleston versus Seattle, Southern Utah versus Cal Baptist, and last game on the board, Wazoo versus Oregon State. Man, again, I'm not totally in love with today's college hoops, but I will take a shot on UNC Cashville, man. We call them UNC Cashville for a reason. I just think they're head and shoulders the better basketball team at home. I think they handle business. They win the game comfortably. It wouldn't shock me at all if they won the game by like 10 to 15 points. So small win on UNC Cashville. Y'all know I'm on my Jackrabbits, man. Y'all knew that. Though we favored in the game for a reason. St. Thomas, they've been playing well. They have been playing well. We will not knock them, but so have we. And in the bounce back game at home, we're favored by over a bucket in the game for a reason. Let's not overcomplicate this thing, man. I know they got a better record. Fuck that record. Let's go Jackrabbits, man. Turn me up. Yeah, I know we've been Team Jackrabbits for a minute. Anything else, man? I told you I'm not too in love with the card today in college hoops. Not trying to force it. Just trying to let it come to me, man. I kind of want to take the eggs today. I ain't gonna lie. The line telling me to take the eggs. Utah Tech -1.5. Is that another sharp chaser play, or is that just an actual sharp play? Abilene Christian is ass, so it's like expecting them to win on the road is insane. So that's why I don't think it's that sharp chaser of a play. And if Utah Tech is gonna win another game, it got to be here. So give me the eggs with Utah Tech, man. I'll lay them 1.5.
Abilene Christian's awful.
Terrible.
I took them earlier this season, watched the whole game. Some of the worst basketball I've seen all year.
They are garbage.
Might be the eggs.
Shout out the eggs, man.
Oh man. Yeah, they might get poached. I don't even know. The eggs could get scrambled. Again, it could be worse with Abilene Christian on the other side. I don't know. My heart wasn't ready for that.
I was looking for it for the second. I had to find it.
Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate it. I was about to start talking here. Burn, and I'm like, holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, well.
Sorry for y'all's eardrums. My bad.
And all of a sudden, 54% of our audience is now deaf in one ear. I think Northern Colorado is going to say hello to my little friend to Montana. I think Montana's going to get crushed here, unfortunately. Montana's playing well, but the problem is that the majority of their recent successes come at home, and this is still a Montana team that's just 3-7 on the road. Northern Colorado 10-1 at home this season. They're looking really, really solid. They've been winning games on the road, winning games by margin at home, and I think they take down Montana here. Montana probably for me still one of the best teams in the Big Sky, but Northern Colorado's looked really good. So give me Northern Colorado. Give me San Francisco plus the 5.5. A little bit, it's one of those things where I'm just like, you know what? Do I really want to go against St. Mary's? But St. Mary's, for the most part, looks like they could have the West Coast Conference locked up. Now they beat Gonzaga. Games coming up after this. They play at Oregon State and at Santa Clara, which aren't easy. But, I mean, they have Portland down the stretch. They got Washington State at home, Santa Clara at home, Oregon State at home. So if St. Mary's, wins half of their games down the stretch, they're going to lock up the West Coast Conference. San Francisco, 14-0 at home, playing really, really well on their home floor. I think they could potentially upset St. Mary's here. So give me San Francisco plus the 5.5, 6, whatever you can get it at. And give me UC Davis.
UC Mike Davis. Okay.
Yeah, this is not a good Long Beach State team, unfortunately. I wish I could get there.
Beaches, bro.
No, I you know me. Normally in the past, I've been able to at least get there once in a while.
Beaches, man. We love the beaches on this show, man.
We do. But it's just not a good team. I mean, they just lost by 31 to UC Santa Barbara, got blown out by Cal Poly, got beat up by Cal State Northridge, lost at home to Cal State Fullerton by 16 points. UC Davis is still, fairly competitive. They're 4-0-1 in their last 5 against the spread. I just think UC Davis is the better team. I think they pull it out. Trust me, I don't just fade Long Beach State lightly. There has to be a reason behind it.
And I'm just one of the more excuses to say the beaches. You feel me?
I love the beaches.
We know.
Yeah.
Anything else, Chris?
I love the hot beaches.
Brad, man, close us out. College hoops, man. What you like, man?
Yup. Give me North Dakota State minus the 3 against Kansas City. I just don't see how Kansas City keeps up in this game through 2 halves. North Dakota State, top 50 offense in the country. They have the 3rd best 3-point percentage in the whole country as well. They shoot the free throw ball very good. I just don't see how Kansas City keeps up. I think North Dakota State shoots them out the gym. Kansas State, they're not really great at, or Kansas City, they're not great at anything. I mean, they turn over the ball a lot, not efficient from the field. So give me North Dakota State. They're on the road. And then I'm going to take a shot with the under 146 against San Diego and Pacific. I don't know how this number is this high. Both these teams have bottom 100 offenses in the country, especially San Diego. I mean, this team is incompetent in pretty much every offensive category. Both teams turn over the ball at a high rate. I think this one's going to be ugly. So give me the under there in San Diego Pacific.
That'll do it for college hoops today, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like somebody missing from today's card. It's supposed to be here. Like, where the Lopes at? And Lopes, where they at? Where is
Salukis?
the Salukis and whatchamacallit? The Salukis and the Zips played earlier this week, so that's why they're not here. I think they used this card too.
Yeah, I think they're a Tuesday team.
Good. NBA action, man. Last lot of the day. It ain't a long one because it's only 6 games today. We'll do them. Let's do 3 at a time. Let's get the ladies and gentlemen out of here. We got the team from Dallas out on the road versus the defending champs, the Boston Celtics. Celtics laying 9.5, total 229.5 TNT game. First game on the card. We got the Houston Rockets, the number 1 road ATS team out on the road versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. That line flipped overnight. Minnesota opened up as the favorite. Houston now the favorite in that one. And we got a team that I currently have on the do not bet list, man, because they just been outright disappointing. It hurts me to see them there every single day because I love this team to my core because of how much they cashed for me last season, the Orlando Magic. Out on the road versus the Denver Chicken Nuggets, who have heated up low-key and have started to look like the Nuggets again.
Magic with a nice bounce back last night, though.
They did.
You need to see a little bit more.
I got to see some more, man. And I got to see some more. The Kings, that wasn't a great spot for them.
No.
It's you. How you feeling here? First 3.
It's me?
Or is it Chris? It's one of y'all.
I think it's Chris, actually.
Me?
I went last time.
All right. I'll make it quick. For me, it's favorite central here. Boston laying the 10. I know Boston off a win. Not a great team, especially this season. I mean, they've been terrible against the spread. I don't even know why I'm saying not a great team. They're terrible against the spread after a win. But I don't know. Something just feels smash spot about Boston at home finals rematch, and I think Dallas is still lingering a little bit here after that. After all the moves that were made, I think Boston takes it to them here at home. That's my least favorite of the 3. I'm going with Houston. Minnesota 6-18-1 against the spread at home this season.
Terrible.
Again, you don't just fluke into the name the House of Disappointment. We've seen Minnesota fall short in
I I think one of the greatest things that I will ever be attributed to is nicknaming the Minnesota Timberwolves the House of Disappointment. Yeah. Like I think like that for me is in the Hall of Fame. Like
I'm gonna admit I've used it in some of my videos.
No, you can keep it, bro. You can keep it. Like what I'm saying.
Well, I don't want to keep it. I want to share it.
No, I'm saying keep doing it because I'm saying.
Okay. I was like,
promote the message.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's like that is like to a fucking T who they are, bro.
You were early on that too.
Yeah.
This is like this is the third season.
Yeah. We're in the mortgage of disappointment now. But I mean, realistically, any mortgage is nothing but disappointment. Houston, I think it's very telling. The team's lost 4 in a row, injury issues, and yet the line's still flipped. I think it's a buy low spot for Houston. Like I said, we've seen Minnesota fall flat in lesser spots than this. And realistically, Houston shouldn't have lost that last game. They had their head shoved up their own ass, and they threw it away. That's all it was. But I think they're going to refocus here. Like I said, I think Minnesota's just a joke at home. So give me Houston and give me Denver. I know Orlando looked really good yesterday against the Kings. Both teams on a back-to-back here, but Denver's 7-3 against the number on a back-to-back this season. Last game of a 6-game road trip for Orlando. Going into altitude on a back-to-back with travel is tough enough to begin with. I think Orlando just wants to get home. And like Jay said, we've seen Denver start to heat up at home as well. So I'm going to go with Denver. I'm going to lay the 7.
Money making Brad. You got one.
Yep, I'm gonna take a shot with the Dallas Mavs here. The Mavs lost their last game, but I actually liked how they looked in that game. I was curious if how they were gonna look, fresh off the trade.
Backwards. I tried to remove you from the screen. I tried to remove him.
Come on, man.
I was like, why are you going full? I was like, you're going full screen.
The minute he said Mavs, I tried to remove him.
It's the play. Look, they showed hard in that game against the Sixers. They didn't come out flat.
They lost to the Sixers.
But that was a Sixers team with Embiid. They almost won the game. Kyrie had 30+. They looked pretty decent.
Man.
They looked decent in that game. And we all know the Celtics, after a winning cover, it's a system play. You got to fade them. So Dallas is going to keep this one close. So give me the Mavs there. Also like Kyrie over points. I think as the season goes on, his point line is going to increase. You could get it at 25.5. He's cleared this in 8 of his last 10 games. Like I said, he's coming off a 30+ point game. Expect another big game from Kyrie there. Rockets, T-Wolves. Yep, I'm on the Rockets as well. I mean, Rockets, they're on a skid right now, losing 4 straight, but this team has been so solid on the road this season. Now they get this T-Wolves team on the back end of a back-to-back. They picked up a big win last night, but as we just talked about it, man, once the T-Wolves look good, you're in for some disappointment. So I think the Rockets get a nice bounce-back game there. Player prop for that game, I like Sengun under 10.5 rebounds. He put up 20 rebounds in his last game, but now he has to face this Timberwolves team, one of the best rebounding teams in the league. Gobert's a menace in the paint, so I want to sell high on Sengun's rebounds there. And then Magic Nuggets, I'm actually going to be at this game tonight. So, of course, I'll have a Magic money line ticket, but I think the play probably is Denver laying the points here. The Magic, last game of a long, grueling road trip. They just picked up a nice win last night. I think they come back down to earth. They put up 130 last night, which is really impressive. But throughout this road trip, the Magic have been barely putting up 100 in each game. So with the way this Nuggets team plays, that's just not gonna cut it. So I think the pick here is probably going to be the Nuggets.
Jay, I know you're upset, but do you think Kyrie still deserves some love? Man, yes, he does. Shout out PJ. Shout out Kyrie. Shout out Clay. Shout out Lively. Shout out Najee. Shout out my dogs, man. But I can't rock with them no more, man. Like, I can't. Not right now. Right now, they the other side. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is, bro. Sometimes you got to draw a line in the sand. I love y'all boys forever. Right now, y'all on the other side. So, it is what it is, man. And I'm fading their ass tonight, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not gonna fade them forever. I'm not gonna fade them every game this season. I promise I'm not. But until they show me signs of life, we're going to continue to do so. They got fucking blitzed by 50 by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then they turn around and I don't care who played for the Sixers. Embiid, Paul George, Jerry McCain,
Julius Erving,
or none of them. It's still the Sixers who have been terrible no matter who's been on the floor this season. And they still lost the basketball game ultimately. One thing about Boston is I understand the following a win stat for the Celtics. But for me, it comes down to, I think, something that I'm kind of identifying with Boston. It's motivation spots. It's not just following a win. It's not just following a loss. It's motivation. When do they have motivation to come out and do something? Is where when they don't have motivation to do anything, just fade their ass. Coming off a win against a mediocre, regular game on a Tuesday, they're not covered. They're not covered. But Thursday, TNT, small card, first game on the card. Everybody talking about the Mavs, right now. Like, I think coming off the huge win for the Celtics, I think they kind of come out, flex their muscles again, and continue to remind people why they're the defending champs and the best team in the league. I've been consistent on saying that about the Celtics the last 2 seasons, and I think it still holds true, still holds its weight. And as a former fan of this team in Dallas, I've watched a lot of games, man, where the Celtics just kick the crap out of that team, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about the Celtics. They see red when they see that blue and white. And I think it continues. I'm going to lay it there with Boston on the team in Dallas. I'm going to take the Houston Rockets with the fellas, though. We're going to sweep there. House of disappointment. Don't trust them at home. Houston right now, still the number 1 road ATS team in all of the NBA. I'm trying to find the number and then my computer starts tripping.
Let me say this while you're looking for it. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But going back to that point about Boston, would you almost say that context matters in those spots? Because realistically, we have, and I won't lie, I was on the wrong side of that Cleveland game last time out. But realistically, like you said, motivation spot against the top team in the East, right? So that's maybe where and now looking back on it, hindsight 2020, I could say, okay, maybe I should have deviated from just fading them after a win because they were playing Cleveland. If it was any other team tonight, maybe you talk about a letdown spot, but a finals rematch.
Right. And that's how I feel too. Any other team here outside of the Mavs, I probably would have took them. You know what I mean? It really has nothing to do with my hatred for the Mavs right now. It doesn't. It's just the finals rematch, on TNT. Shaq, Ernie, and the crew, small card. Motivation spots is what I'm looking for Boston. Who they got next game?
Did they have a game before the break?
Yeah, they got because we still got a couple days to. We got still a while. When the break?
I thought it was starting Sunday.
They got the Knicks on deck on Saturday.
Oh, jeez. So another one.
Yeah, they got a big game at the big game. Saturday, 7:30. They getting up for that.
This might be a little stretch where that following a win trend kind of goes out the window, and then it gives us value once we come back from it after the All-Star break.
I'm right there with you. I'm kind of feeling the same way.
Mavs money line.
Plus
365.
Now who's being the shit disturber? It used to be just Jay just throwing out Mavs money line. Now Brad's like, you know what? You're not gonna do it. Fine, fuck you. I will.
This is still a Mavs show. Someone has to carry the weight.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Someone has to carry the weight.
No, it's not.
No, the fuck it's not.
Let's go, AD.
Look, if this guy isn't doing it anymore, I don't know why I'm pointing backwards. This guy's not doing it anymore. The Mavs show has gone out the window.
Yeah, man.
About give me a Gaffer jersey.
I swear you could not have picked a more random ass match. I would have had you pegged for JJ Barea, but before Daniel Gafford.
Y'all crack me up, bro.
There's no way AD plays tonight, right?
Nah, I doubt it. I say there's a 2% chance he plays tonight.
Who sees the floor first, Luka or AD?
Luka, and it's gonna make it even more fucking disgusting because Luka gonna take the floor on Saturday, and it's gonna piss me the fuck
off. They say Saturday? I haven't kept track.
Yes, he's gonna take the floor on Saturday, and it's gonna make me blow a fucking gasket. Conditioning.
And you know what?
Like the guy you traded for nickname isn't street clothes Anthony fucking Davis.
You know what the sad thing is, and I know Jay's gonna watch it. It's gonna be like twisting the knife. Is that first Luka LeBron alley-oop?
I'm gonna be fully invested by then. I'll have my jersey by then. I'm gonna be locked in. I got 2 jerseys coming in this weekend. Hopefully they both here on time. I need that 7-7 gold here by Saturday, and I need that white 1-5 here by Sunday. You feel me?
Oh, did you get an Austin Reeves?
No.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry.
White 1-5 on Sunday.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to set that. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was confused as hell. I was like, "Who's?"
Yeah, because we were talking basketball, and then
my brain was running there. I was like, "Who's he talking about?"
Yeah, come in on Sunday. Hopefully, should be here. James, right now. I can't do it.
Hey, Sean.
I can't do it, man. The Thieves does it, man. Shout out to Thieves, man. Shout out to them boys.
The Kansas City.
Shout out to Kansas City Thieves, man, and the referees, man.
I still laugh at that. Just came out of nowhere one day. We were just like talking about. I thought you said the Kansas City Thieves. It's funny. Anyways, you were talking about the trend for somebody, and I don't even remember who it was.
I think I was talking about Houston. Houston is 17-8-1 ATS on the road this season. Number 1 in the NBA. Number 2 is Brooklyn, 18-9-1 on the road. Number 3 is Cleveland. Number 4 is Memphis. Number 5 is Portland. So just something to keep an eye on. And then number 6 is Minnesota. Minnesota, well, you can cash in Minnesota on the road. You cannot cash in Minnesota at home. So just something to keep an eye on moving forward. Last game for me on the slide, I'm on Denver. I know the Magic got a win last night. That win was so insignificant, I forgot it even happened. I'm going to be real. Like, they played the G League team for the Kings. You know what I mean? Like, Kings in a bad spot post-trade. That game almost didn't happen for me for the Magic. So they're still the same Magic who've been playing terrible, who are on the do not bet list, and I think Denver smashes their ass tonight. Both teams on a second leg of a back-to-back. Orlando with travel. Denver, no travel. They were at home last night. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at home. I'll give Orlando a chance when they get back to the crib. When they get back to the crib, I'll give them a chance. But for right now, they not finna suck me back in for another L. I can't do it. I'm mad at them. I'm genuinely mad at Orlando right now. Because when Franz and Paolo got back, I thought we was finna hit the ground running. I thought we was just finna be back to the Magic. Like, oh, I think I lost like 4 games in a row, and I said, all right, bro.
I feel you.
Still shout out them boys, man. Let's see what they got coming up next. Orlando they should be home soon.
Yeah, after this game, they go home.
They got San Antonio on Saturday. They're going to be dogs in that game because San Antonio overrated, overvalued right now, and that's when we cash money line Orlando. Woo!
They're probably going to be favored in that game, though, no?
I doubt it. San
Like
Antonio overrated, overvalued. Now they got Fox over there. So that's what I'm saying. We got to reevaluate all of it. We got to reevaluate this shit.
I'm gonna guess it right now. So that it's on the somewhere. So somebody's watching. I'm gonna call it. I know what you're saying, but I think it's gonna be Magic minus 2.5.
I would prefer, from a betting perspective, if Magic are the favorite because Magic home favorite last 2 seasons. Oh, hold on. Let me get y'all that number. Last 2 seasons combined.
It's still like 32 and like 13 or something, isn't it?
As a home favorite, 34 and 11. Oh my God.
Yeah.
70. They've covered in 76% of their games as a home favorite.
They'll be back.
I hope so. I sure hope so. So
those numbers.
I hope they're the favorite against the Spurs on Saturday, but I don't know. I'm kind of right now. If I had to call the line, especially them, I think because they lose tonight in pretty decisive fashion, I'm gonna say San Antonio -1.5. San Antonio -2, something around that range is what I'm gonna call it. We'll see.
So Jay's got -1.5 for San Antonio. I got Magic -2.5. Brad, what do you have?
1.5 Magic.
So Brad basically just prices righted both of us and just like
No, I was always 1.5. I feel that. Would you be surprised though if the Magic came out and won tonight though?
Yes, I'd be shocked.
yeah, I would be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be.
Yeah.
Like I said, for me, it's just an extended road trip. An extended road trip on a back-to-back in altitude. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into too many angles and trying to think that it's the perfect storm, but
man, let me see if I can find me a flight to Denver. Man, I might.
Up there, bro.
Might gotta pop up with Brad, man.
Ballerina.
Ballerina. Y'all know I love some ballerina, man.
I don't know what's gonna be more mile. I don't know what's gonna be more high, Denver or Jay.
Yeah, y'all know Denver, from home. I love that city.
Come through, Chris.
Jay to Denver is like me to Vegas. It's like we live in like we have second.
I love Denver, man. All right, last lot of the day, fellas. Let's get these ladies and gentlemen out of here. We got my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, laying 7.5 points on the Golden State Warriors. We got the red hot Portland Trail Blazers, home favorites over the Sacktown Kings. And we got the Clippers, 5.5 point home favorites over the Pacers. Brad, you're up.
Yep. Give me the Lakers. I'm going to lay the points. Lakers have dominated the Warriors this season. Warriors on the back of a back-to-back after taking a bad loss to the Jazz last night. This Lakers team is just clicking on all cylinders until they give me a reason to fade them. I think it's better just to hop on the train and ride it out. So give me the Lakers there. I'm on Portland, man. Portland's legit. I'm not going to fade them. Similar to the Lakers, I'm not going to fade them until they give me a reason not to. They're 9-1 straight up in their last 10, covered in 10 straight as well. Seems just playing on a different level, and they aren't just winning games. They're winning games by margins, and they're playing some good teams as well on this run. So Kings on the back of a back-to-back. Also think it's going to take some time for this team to start to gel with the Levine trade. So all over Portland there. And then give me the Clippers. I know the Clippers let us down their last game against the Lakers, but they still are the best home cover team in the league. After 2 tough losses, I think we see the Clippers return to their covering ways. This will be the Pacers' 3rd road game in a row. They have the Lakers on deck after this one, so I think it's a good spot for the Clippers to get right.
I'm on the Clippers as well. I hate fading my Pacers, man, but I got to do it. The Clippers, they pissed me off last game because I faded my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, and took the Clippers in that game, and they got beat decisively at home. The Clippers right now are the best home ATS team in the NBA. That's the only reason why I'm rocking with them in this spot following the ATS loss. Or I take that back. Sorry. They're the 2nd best home ATS team. Oklahoma City passed them last night. They're now number 2 at 18-8 this season, covering in 69.2% of their home games. Still trustworthy, though. I think I don't want to overcomplicate this one. Kind of the same thing I said about Orlando, where it's like, we're now going to get to this point in the season where we know who these teams are. Just because they haven't played that well in these certain spots and situations doesn't mean that they're not going to return to who they are. So it's like, I don't want to just be betting Orlando on the road too often when I know they play their best basketball at home. Same thing for Indiana. Like, we can bet those teams on the road in certain spots, but these two teams are getting ready to go home soon, and that's when we're going to clean up betting both of them. So it's kind of my thought process on these boys. I'm leaning towards the Clippers in that last game. I don't know what happened to my camera. I'll be quick. I'm on the Lakers, my favorite team tonight. No need to overcomplicate it, bro. They low-key the hottest team in the league. Vibes high right now. I think they'll keep it rolling. And then give me the Blazers. Give me the Blazers. They just too hot. Can't fade them. Kings are ass. Simple. Give me the Blazers. Chris?
Yeah. What do you say? Word for word, bar for bar. Yeah, I got it. I got to roll with it here. The Clippers would probably be my least favorite of the three. But yeah, I just think Indiana maybe going to come down a little bit after that hot streak on the road. I really like the Lakers. I didn't like it as much when I did the video for this game yesterday, but as I've had time to sort of stew on it, I do like it a lot. The Warriors are just 1-9 against the division this season against the spread. It's brutal. The Lakers 9-2 against the spread against the division. So clearly the Lakers, beat up on the teams that they're seeing a lot more often. And I would argue that the Blazers are the hotter of the two teams. Seemingly coming out of nowhere. But, I mean, they're playing extremely well. Maybe it's the fate of Sacramento more than anything else. Sort of back-to-back for Sacramento with travel. Like I said, Portland for me was the team last year that I thought, and I've said it in the videos, I've said it even on our live shows and stuff like that. They have the talent to compete, and they have the talent to maybe sneak into the play-in spots, but they just didn't show it last year. Now they're starting to play up to those expectations. Sacramento finding ways to disappoint. I'll go with Portland here.
My name is Chris, and I love
the Blazers.
You do love them Blazers. I'll give you credit though. You jumped on, man, before everybody did. I gotta give you credit, man. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Shout out the franchise, man. Couple hours left on the trade block, man. On the trade before the trade deadline ends, Chris. The first trade didn't go through, man, but that don't mean that the higher up still ain't trying to, make a trade. This could be your last show, your last episode, man. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium? Folks, this could be the last day to hop on with Chris Ruffalo, man. Say, I might want to load him up today, man. Chris, tell him what you got going on today, man.
I was going to go so cringy and be like, that's fine, trade me. I want to be on your team. No, I'm kidding. No, I got a lot of plays today. I'm locked in on today's card. I kind of sat back and took a new approach to today's card. I've been having sort of these 50-50 days the last couple days, but I just went back to basics, went back to how I was capping games, and I think I found a few games that I really like today. Got a few bonus college hoops plays for long-term subscribers, but got my $15 college hoops play of the day, and I got a 5-pack, including that $15 play. Got a 3-pack in the NBA and my best NHL bet. So this is a great time to jump on something long-term, whether it's with me or you pair me up with any of the guys, Brad, Jay. Use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
Fun with the franchise player, Chris Ruffalo.
Hey, see what you've done? Look at this.
Chris is staying.
Chris is staying, man. Chris is
I'm not waiving my no trade clause. People got to understand this. You're gonna have to drag me out of here kicking and screaming.
Man.
Wait a minute.
It's the $1 million question. Is Brad on the trading block?
I just got to increase role. Let me play on my contract. I'll make it worth it. Trust me.
Brad's in 6th man territory right now. So.
Somebody's saying your value may be as high as it's ever gonna be, man. We might not get the capital back.
You're either gonna be like the star 6th man, or you're gonna be like Dennis Schroeder, who's playing for like his 4th team and like.
Man, the deadline is not over. Just saying.
By the way, sorry, I'm not trying to stall, but have we ever seen players like Dennis Schroeder and PJ Tucker this season? I swear PJ Tucker's been traded 3 different times in the last 24 hours.
I don't know.
This will be Schroeder's third team this season.
Played for Toronto, Brooklyn. Now he's going to Utah.
He played for the Warriors too.
It's a 4th team.
Yeah,
he's going to Utah.
Schroeder? Yeah. Nah, and I think he got traded again to the Wizards, and the Wizards finna cut him.
Oh God. That's bad. When the Wizards want to cut you, or maybe they're just trying to cut him for salary. Anyways, sorry. Go on.
Brett, what you got going on today, man?
Yep. Right now, I got one play on the site. It's my NBA pick of the day. Go check that out. We dropped the play 2 days in a row. I'm not gonna lie, we were on a 6-game winning streak with the play of the day. So we're bouncing back today. Love to play a lot. I have one other play, so anyone who's on a long-term pass will be able to get that one as well. But I'm gonna keep it a little bit light today. Don't really love the college basketball slate, but I do think there's some good opportunities in the NBA. So go check that out.
Check out Brad over at Pick Dogs Premium. Hey man, I keep laughing with these two saying they on the block, man. Hell, we just saw Luka got traded. I might be getting traded. You never know, man. You never know. Hopefully, I'll make it through the deadline. Be like that sometimes. I'm kidding though. I got NBA Player of the Day. We smashed it last night with the Atlanta Hawks. Set out the Hawks, man. Cash plus the points last night. Looking to do it again. You can scoop up that play over at Pick Dogs Premium. Not a whole lot for me tonight. So I'm going really light. Right now, with the trade deadline and everything going with the NBA, it's disgusting out there. So unless I have something clear that jumps off the page, I'm kind of chilling, at least until Friday. You feel me? These teams that's playing tonight might not even be the same teams we just discussed right now by the time the game starts. Just letting y'all know what it is, what it ain't. Light card for me tonight, but tomorrow is a great day to hop on something long term. Hop on a 3-day pass. You get all my NBA for the weekend, all my college hoops for a weekend. You know, Saturday's usually loaded, and of course on Sunday we got the big one, the bowl. Man, I'll have a couple plays from the bowl for you. I'll have a player prop. I'll have the total. Y'all already know where I'm at on the side, so I'm just gonna put it in for my long term folks, but. I've something I got going on for the weekend, man. Trying to make some money on this money-making weekend. Trying to start February off on the right foot and trying to keep it all rolling, man.
I got a trivia question for you.
What's up?
What do Shaq and Dennis Schroeder have in common?
Most team ever.
They both completed the rainbow.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw this. I was dying. That's crazy. That's nuts. Sorry. Anyways.
Parlay time. Parlay. What you got from the franchise?
What I got for you is let's go to college hoops. Let's go with Ryder plus the points. Let's go with the Lakers laying the points. And let's go with more college hoops. Let's go with San Francisco plus the points.
Brett?
2-legger, Rockets money line, Portland money line.
The 2-team Brad special. Celtics, Lakers. Fading the team in Dallas, taking my favorite team.
That's the spike parlay.
Yep. And we'll got one more. We'll put a college hoops on there. Who we feeling in college hoops? Chicago State. Sharp Texas special.
I was hoping you were going to say the eggs.
Chicago State. Stroke the ego a bit if we hit that one. You feel me? That's it. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. No Money Making Thursday. Be here same time, same programming tomorrow. Hopefully, none of us get traded today.
Is Costi back?
He on the trading block, so we'll see.
He couldn't even tell you if he'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't know. We don't know. Man.
We've got to have internal discussions.
So we'll find out tomorrow, man. If Costi's back from vacation and back in the office, or if he packed his bags and on his way to his new program.
Just keep
This time it'll be new show, new channel.
Yeah. keep your notifications on. There might be a press release later this afternoon.
Yep, keep your notifications on, man. Never know. This could come right down to the last minute of the deadline. So
and there's some deals that still get pushed through after. So
everybody I'm pinching it. When's that NHL deadline?
Oh boy, good question. I just looked it up not that long ago. NHL trade deadline in 2025, March 7th.
Okay, so they still got another month.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, man.
Magic getting KD.
Huh?
Magic getting KD. It's coming.
You think? That's your bold prediction for today?
Magic don't make moves.
I legit thought you were breaking some news right now.
I could use a Kevin Durant. That'll take out over time.
That would be crazy. Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
See y'all tomorrow, man.
Oh,
check out the next round.
Chet's coming back.
Check out the gym. Check out Chris's individual videos. Check out Brad's individual videos. This could be the last day you can do it. Right here.